Hi, it's Nandi. Welcome to my page. This is where I am sharing my stories and my journeys through, you know, aging and getting older and finding stability. Today, I want to talk about moving to a new city and how to be brave and how to stay grounded on that journey. If you don't know, I am a certified nurse midwife. I'm also a yoga instructor and an overall wellness advocate. If you know me, I am from Atlanta, Georgia, born in Houston, very southern, very much so used to being around people that look like me. I went to Bethel University to get my master's degree in midwifery. And after I graduated, I did some travel nursing in DC, which is a beautiful place. And then I decided, you know what, it's time for me to look for my job. About a year after I graduated, I finally started looking for jobs and I found a perfectly aligned clinic in Nashville, Tennessee. Mind you, like I said, where I'm from and what I've experienced, Nashville was never on my list of places to move. It did seem like a great option because it was still in close proximity to my family and friends, but demographically, it is very different to how I grew up. So I am here now in Nashville, Tennessee, and it's been a beautiful journey as a midwife. I'm learning and I'm growing, but I can definitely say I've been having trouble with creating community. So I just wanted to share my journey to let people know, maybe it's you, that sometimes moving to a new city, especially if it wasn't on your bingo card per se, is still a good option. It is still a good idea. We are creatures of comfort as humans, and we tend to want to stay where we are familiar with things, or at least we feel familiar with things. And this was one of those places I was like, you know what? It's the South. Let's try it out. I've never been there before, or I've been here before, but I've never stayed in Nashville for long or like thought I would be here. But let's do it because I found a space professionally that aligns with me. So I did it. I packed up all my things. I found an apartment, which I love, and now I'm here thriving for the most part. So my first tip is do it. I feel like for me personally, I'm a Capricorn, so I'm very work oriented. I love my job. I love what I do, and it's very important to me. So I was willing to take the leap to move to a new city to start that journey. It's totally been worth it. I think uncomfortability can really, help us figure out how to navigate things. I know here in Nashville, Tennessee, I have been here for a year now. I haven't created any close friends, but that doesn't mean I won't. When you're transitioning into a new role, which, like I said, I've only been a midwife for a year now, you have to get your bearings within that professional world, right? I feel like with any job, there is a learning curve, especially if you work in the medical science, tech world. There's a huge learning curve. So that takes time away from, trying to build community and friendships. So some things that I kind of wish that I focused on include staying consistent with going to places that you're interested in, right? So figuring out what makes you happy. In your downtime, what are the activities that you enjoy doing? Whatever those things are, do them at least once a week. That is how you build community. You find those spaces that you feel seen and you enjoy, and you become a regular, and you start to find your people, right? Also, don't force things, It's great to go on friend dates, but if there's not a spark, there's not a spark, and you leave it where it is, right? Something else I've learned while living here is because of how the demographics look, it's a perfect space to build what you want to see. Currently, I'm working on putting together a social group that is based off of the book written by Bell Hooks called Sisters of the Yam. Creating that space for women who want to take those uniforms off of performing at work, the ones that want to sit in a circle with their shoes off, sipping tea, and talk about the real deal, about how they feel, and their dreams and their fears. So experiencing this new space made me realize how important it is to make my visions come to fruition. So more updates to come regarding that social group, but I think it's a beautiful thing when you can be uncomfortable and you can realize, I could be the change. If there's something lacking in your life, see if you can create the space, I feel like being in your late 20s and your early 30s, it is quite challenging to move to a new city and create community. And it really just does take effort. It takes effort and energy and time to be like, what, this is what I want to do. I'm going to keep going until I create it. So I say all that to say, you got this. Keep going. Do the brave thing. Go out on a limb and try it out, because at the end of the day, after you try it out, you can always move. Don't go out signing 5-10 year contracts for a position, but definitely go and try it out. I am very grateful for the job that I have and the opportunity that I've had to come and build something new and remind myself, no matter where I go, I can create a home, create an oasis. And you can do that too. So I hope this message reaches you, and I hope that you resonate with it. And I'm here for any questions or concerns when it comes to moving to a new city, especially for a job. And yeah, I wish you the absolute best on your journey. I'll be uploading more videos about my journey and just sharing my story, because I feel like the most beautiful thing that we can share on this planet is inspiration, right? And that comes with being brave and telling our stories. So thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I will talk to you soon.